Are you struggling to get people to buy from you? Well, in today's video, I want to share with you secret buying motivators that actually get people to buy. Hey, what's going on? My name is Tim. I'm one of the co-founders here at Scary Good Marketing. We help take the fear out of marketing and advertising your business using battle-tested strategies and creativity to bring you a better ROI. And today I want to talk about buying motivators. Now, if you are getting into business, looking at sales, any of that stuff, you always hear people say to find pain points, and that's how you should sell. And now, pain points are a good motivator and get people to move forward and make a purchase. But did you know that there are actually over 22 different buying motivators that are out there? And the more of these motivators you can use, the more likely a potential customer or client is going to buy from you. And I want to talk about this because sometimes even when we're in pain, we still don't do what we need to. For example, men, we are notorious for never going to the doctor. Right? If we get sick, if we injure ourselves, sometimes we just don't go to the doctor, even though we may be in pain. And right, this is just something that's kind of across the board. Men are notorious at this. For example, about 2 years ago, I actually broke my finger and I didn't go to the doctor, right? It was painful. My fingernail turned black and my finger was poofed out for quite a while. And instead of actually going to the doctor, which is sometimes the logical thing to do or the thing that you should do, I didn't do it because I ended up just going to a Walgreens, getting a finger splint and icing my finger, right? And that's kind of one of the things is sometimes even when we're in a big amount of pain, sometimes there are other buying motivators that just get us to go and buy something. And this is really just the reality that we live in. And this is why I wanted to share some of these buying motivators with you. So I'm going to share with you 4 of these buying motivators. Now, we did cover all 22 of these buying motivators in a live class we had recently inside the Scary Good Business Advantage. So if you'd like to check that out, there's a link in the description below. So here are those 4 buying motivators. Number 1 is to be fun. Right? A lot of times I think this is something that a lot of products, a lot of brands completely forget about is how is your product actually fun for the customer, right? We see this a lot with vacation places, sometimes entertainment, and just stuff that is fun inherently, right? The reason you go and you do these things is because you want to have fun. And being able to show a product and show the fun side of it is a way to get people to buy, right? I think Apple has done a good job with this whenever they come out with headphones. They show you how fun the experience is using their wireless headphones, right? This is a reason to get people to move forward, right? Because the reality is if something isn't fun, you're less likely to do it. Now, number 2 is to gratify curiosity. And this is one that can be a little tricky at times, but I think the industry that really does an amazing job at this is actually the film and movie and entertainment industry. Because if you think about it, any time that a movie trailer comes out, really they're playing on the curiosity, right? They show you some of the movie, but they don't show you all of it. They show you some of the climactic parts, but they don't reveal everything. And it builds so much curiosity that you're like, man, I have to know what happens in this movie. I want to go and watch it, right? And that's the big thing. And that's why, like, to a degree, some movies do better at building the curiosity in trailers and do that kind of stuff, right? I mean, and even if you look at a lot of companies, right? Anytime that there's the big event expos that go on, right? For example, like video games, there's E3 and everybody's unveiling these new games and they're building up all this curiosity, anticipation for these things, right? For any of you that are big into camera gear and film broadcast, like I am, NAB is coming up and there's a lot of things that happen and it builds a lot of curiosity and who's going to come out with this and that and whatever, and that gets you to go, right? The whole reason you go to the event is 1 is it's going to be fun, and 2, you're curious of all the new products and things that are coming out, right? They're utilizing both, right? So keep that in mind. And now number 3 is for convenience. And I think that convenience is probably one of the biggest things that a lot of big brands, and really if you look at franchises, have capitalized on is convenience, right? Because the reason that McDonald's has burger places on every single block is for convenience, right? If you don't have to drive one more block down the street to get the food, you're going to go to the one that's closest, right? The same thing is all of their stuff, everything is made for convenience, right? I can just go through the drive-thru. I don't have to get out of my car. I don't have to cook this elaborate dinner that I don't have time to make tonight, right? And they really capitalize on a lot of convenience, right? It's the same reason why when you're standing in line, getting ready to check out, there's packs of gum, because it's just more convenient for you to look over and be like, you know what? I kind of just want some gum. You grab it. It's right there. It's convenient. You don't have to get out of line, walk down the aisle that's the candy aisle and grab a pack of gum, right? That's why they do that, because it's convenient, right? There's things that are placed in certain ways to help drive the convenience factor, right? And if you really think about it, a lot of stuff that you buy, you may buy just out of convenience because it's just easier to get it there, right? Walmart, their entire concept of their brand is based on convenience, right? It's the everything store. You can go to one store and get everything you need and not drive to 10, 20, 30 different stores, right? So figure out, how do you show that your product is convenient, or do you have things that make things in your customer's life more convenient for them when they use your product. And now number 4 is to be distinctive, right? There's a reason why customization and being able to put your name, product, whatever on a product is a thing, right? Do you think that one of the reasons I bought this coffee cup was because I was able to put our company logo on it? Yeah, right? I can go and buy any other coffee cup that holds my hot coffee, but I bought this one and paid a little bit more to put my logo on it, right? Because it's distinctive. Nobody else is going to have this, right? I think other brands and places that do really well with this are sports teams, right? The reason you buy your favorite sports team's jersey is because it's distinctive amongst all the other teams that are out there. You want to stand out, right? It's just like if there were 2 t-shirts and one had your name on it and one didn't, you would probably get the one that had your name on it because it's distinctive to you. So really figure out, how do you make a product more distinctive to the end customer, right? That's why I said, can you add customization? Can you do things that stand out? Can you, allow them to do custom work? Can you add their stuff to it, right? Is there maybe a specific identity that they want to be behind that's distinctive to them, right? So these are really 4 things that you can start using today. And like I said, go back, re-watch this, because I think there's a lot of things in here. And don't just think like, well, I sell fences. How do I build curiosity around fences, right? Go back and think about it, because if you can figure out how to build curiosity around fences, which I don't think is too complicated, it may take a little bit of time to figure out, but if you can do that, I can guarantee you nobody that is your competition is doing it. Why? Because it's maybe a little difficult, right? And the reality is, if we can really start leveraging these different buying motivators, your sales are just going to increase, right? You're going to close more deals. You're going to get more customers. But the reality is, like I said, when it comes to sales and stuff, if you're not using these kinds of things, you're really missing the mark. And like I said, these are just 4 out of 22 different buying motivators. So like I said, make sure to go rewatch this video, really think about it. And I challenge you to go through, take these 4 buying motivators and leave a comment below with each one, right? I want you to tell me how your product is fun, how it can be fun. I want you to tell me something that will drive curiosity about it. I want you to tell me how it's going to make something more convenient, what the convenience factor is, and then finally, how it's distinctive. go ahead right now and leave that as a comment, because the reality is if you don't do this exercise, your sales just aren't going to increase. Your marketing isn't going to get better. Your advertising isn't going to get better. So if you leave a comment below, I will get back to you. I will give you feedback and help you craft maybe how you can kind of use at least these 4 moving forward. So like I said, go back, watch this video again, listen to what I said, and leave your 4 and leave a comment with the 4 different buying motivators in this video based around your products and services. So that's pretty much what I have for you today, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.